Welcome back to the Backside Poddy. This week's episode we chat about Shawnee going gravel. Jimbob takes on 12 inches. And Del Toro decides he doesn't want to win the Giro.
2 gin and tonics, 2 vodkas, and a scotch.
Yes?
500 watts, please. Now let's introduce you to the Backsiders. Jimbob.
Yeah.
Shawnee.
Yo.
Curto.
Morning.
And I'm Freebs. Boys, what's been happening? Jimbob, you been busy, mate?
Mate, I have been real busy lately. I'm actually operating nude tonight. I've got no headphones on. So
How does that feel?
Yeah, I feel naked. Feel pretty naked, so bear with me. Look, it's been a pretty hectic week of non-cycling related things, to be fair. I'm finishing up a project end of this week and going on holidays for 2.5 weeks up in Noosa. So I'm going flat out trying to get everything finished by Friday so I can go on holidays with the family.
How good.
And take the bike up there, of course.
Yeah, I'll be taking the bike and the runners.
Yeah, the boys.
The old family holiday training camp.
Yeah, the boys.
Oh, that sounds good.
So training camp, not a family holiday.
Oh, well, I mean,
There's vegetating on the couch for 4 hours after a 4-hour ride.
the two don't need to be mutually exclusive. So,
Destination riding.
yeah, exactly.
I love a good destination riding.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Do you reckon you could ride up there and bring the kids?
Well, no, we're taking 2 cars, mate.
Why?
Because when you
Space.
have 2 kids, you have so much shit that you need to take with you on holidays.
That was just a good idea.
You need a Kia Carnival, mate.
Full family wagon.
No disrespect to any Kia Carnival drivers, but I'm not giving up on life just yet, mate.
Mate, they are elite.
No, they're not.
Nah,
Get one of
mate.
those big Santa Fe's, mate, then.
I'm not a big car guy, but that's a step too far.
What about a trailer?
Take a trailer.
Mate, you're going to Noosa. You don't need a trailer.
Anyway, yeah, we digress, boys. So that's my week. Looking forward to next week. Shawnee.
Yeah. Haven't been up to too much. As Freeb said, I went gravel.
You did.
I've gone gravel. And I went out to Esk on the weekend and participated in the Valley Velo. And I tell you what, it was a bit of a mud fest out there.
Yeah, the weather didn't turn it up, did it?
No.
It's been pissing down for weeks, mate.
Yeah.
6 months of rain in Brisbane, eh?
Yeah, legit. The whole drive out to Esk, it was raining.
Mate, someone told me on last week that something like 17 out of the 21 weekends have rained literally the entire time. 17 of the 21s.
Pretty sure it was Nico.
Is that what he told me?
Yeah.
Someone told me. I was
Surprised
like,
me.
I
That's just
highly
bullshit,
believe
mate.
that. He should be our weatherman.
He would be good at that.
Nico, the
Better than
weatherman.
Gary Youngbury. Does that guy still work?
No, I think he's packed it in, so that's why the weather's gone to shit.
Thanks, Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, Gaza and his young berries.
Yeah.
Mate, we need to get Nico on there.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
would like that.
He would too. He'd be fantastic.
He would. Yeah, so went to the Valley Velo. It was good at 150
Yeah,
clicks.
big crew?
It was just me, Brendo and Cam Wright.
Solid squad there.
I saw
Benny Moriarty.
Yeah, Benny Moriarty was out there, the sneaky devil. We saw him coming the other
back.
way as we were cruising out. At like, probably we were 70 Ks in, he would have been 80 Ks.
He reckons he beat you.
Oh, yeah, he beat me. I didn't know it was a race, though.
Yeah.
It's always a race, mate.
It's always a race.
It's always a
Yeah,
race.
we were just cruising, brother. And it was good, though, man. Like, I do enjoy gravel, but if it wasn't for doing it with Brendo and Cam, it would have been a
Long day.
long day. It would have been a lonely, rough day. But I tell you what, my bike needs some loving after that.
Once you hit the dirt track, you never go back.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at upgrades I can do to it and all this sort of stuff. But I tell you what, mechanical group sets aren't fun. Hey,
No.
It ain't it.
it ain't it. So I got a 2x Shimano mechanical.
105 clapped out. Love it.
It's GRX. It's their gravel group set, but man, it's shit.
That's where you're going wrong. You need 105 on it.
Yeah, 105 probably be better. I don't know, but it was terrible. I had to push my bike up one hill because because
Cheers.
yeah, because I went to change in a little ring, didn't change in, and then I was in too big a
late.
gear, and I was just like, oh shit.
Biscuits.
Yeah, so here I am, Tony Montana walking up the hill.
Oh, what
Hello.
a name. What a good,
Hello.
what a
that
good trivia name that is.
Oh, great name.
is that a hardware issue or a maintenance issue?
A bit of both.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But probably more maintenance issue.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never the
Where's
rider's
Joshy?
Yeah,
Joshy's
so-
back, mate. I saw
Yeah.
him twice on the weekend.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, both days.
I'll be sliding into his DMs, I reckon.
Right.
Getting booked in.
His workshop's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's got a good setup. I like that bar fridge he's got there, eh?
I asked him when
Thanks,
I was coming
guys.
for a beer and he wrote back to me.
He never, he doesn't want you around.
Disappointing, mate.
Doesn't want you around.
I wouldn't want
Stop
you around
plugging.
either.
Stop plugging his business now for him.
Oh, he screened you?
I don't know. I think so.
Joshy. Mate. He screened
It's because you haven't put a reel up for the last 2 weeks,
Yeah,
mate.
he's a bit angry about it
Pop's content's down.
this weekend, mate. It's been raining too much to even ride with the camera, mate.
Nah.
You wouldn't see anything.
I rode with the camera. I rode with the little pendant out at Valley Valley. Came up all right.
Yeah, you did a good job, mate. I liked it.
Came up all right. What have you been up to, Curto? How'd the big
The big Mara.
How'd the big halfie go?
Oh, mate.
Mate, everyone's asking.
Mate, I feel like I've let down a whole nation. Basically about 5 people, if anything.
Can we, like, I actually don't know what time you did.
Yeah.
I must live under a rock. But
No.
you need to drop it for all the listeners at home.
So it's been a bit secret of me.
He can't even find the words here.
Mate, I've had the best preparation I probably could have had for a long time for any event I've done.
Mate, I'm so impressed with your form.
He slept in.
No, I didn't. I had 4.5 hours of sleep, so I knew I was ready.
Mate, the foreplay, I can't cop it anymore. Just tell us, mate.
And
What do you think might have happened?
I've warmed up.
He hadn't slept in. What else wouldn't he have done?
Oh, no, let me
Didn't
just
get it.
explain it, mate. I've first 5Ks. I'm flying, mate.
Oh, so you're running. Here we go.
I'm
Okay,
running.
You haven't slept
We're
in.
going
Thanks,
straight
mate, for that.
in.
The shoes are on the feet.
Well, okay. The plan was let the 124 group 20 seconds ahead of me run them down by about 8Ks in, and then I get them on the flat part, go with them, and then kick again.
Oh,
So I was thinking, I'm on here. So I've started about 20 seconds behind them. I've timed it, counting in my head as I'm walking to the start line. Bang, go. I'm like, boom.
Jump the fence.
Here we go. We're good. First K, 4 minutes. Second K, 3:59. Third K, 3:40.
uh-oh.
No, it's fine. Fourth K, 3:50. Fifth K, 3:50. Sixth K, 3:50. Seventh K, 3:50. Eighth K, I get fucking pointed out with no bib. I've got no bib number on. This chick runs into the middle of the road. You don't have a bib number on. Get off the course. So I've gone, oh yeah, righto.
Swerved around her.
Mate, it's Brisbane half marathon, so I'm thinking no one's going to point this out. Surely not. And it was just after I'd passed the 124 group. So I was on for a big day. I was happy with where I was. And I've gone, yep, I'll jump off. So I've jumped off the course, walking on the path. As I've gone around the corner, I've jumped back into the group and started running again. Next K, I'm pointing, because you loop back around onto yourself. She didn't only point me out, this bloke pointed me out, and I'm running with the group.
What happens next?
This bloke runs onto the course trying to tackle me. And everyone in the group scatters, like, what the fuck's going on here? And I've just gone, I've just got to cop this here. So I've like sort of jogging to the side thinking, this guy won't stay with me if I just sort of like persist with a little bit of a jog. And I'm running like 4 minutes a K back down here now.
So much slower.
And this guy's like full on trying to grab me by my collar, like, get off the course, mate. You haven't paid. And I was like, I live in Brisbane. I can't really make a fool of myself too much here. There's too many people around here. So I packed up shop, walked straight back to the finish line, missed Benny finishing somehow, and yeah, went home, had coffee. So
That's devastating, man.
So yeah, I did 10Ks officially, and that was a 3:58 pace. So I was just under 40, which I was a bit disappointed with because
Well, you got tackled, mate.
Yeah.
I didn't get tackled, but I felt so good. I was like, yeah, we're on here. And to put the sorrows away, I went to the pub instead.
Well done.
I'm I needed about 20 beers, but I had work the next day, and I think we only had about 8.
Yeah.
21 beers for 21 Ks.
Yeah, it would have been better, but yeah, I've had a few messages from a few people going, "What's happened?" And
Nothing on Strava, mate.
nothing. I've hidden it. I played touch footy last night, and the hammy actually is a bit sore. Oof. Too many goosies, and I sort of strained the hammy when I broke the line and got ran down actually because the hammy grabbed itself, and I was like, "Oh, this is bad."
Sniper got ya.
Sniper got me very well, and
Up and got ya.
I've been trying to stretch it out, and it's not looking good.
Oh, mate. That's devastating news, hey.
It's all right.
The blows keep coming.
Nah, Sydney.
threes.
Mate,
Tell
at
him
least
threes.
Mate, Sydney's
Have you
13
registered?
weeks away.
Have you
I've
registered?
registered.
You're paying for this one, are you?
So I've paid for this one, but I haven't bought a plane ticket or I haven't organised ACOM yet. But there's a few things I can do with ACOM. I've got family down there.
That's enough.
I've got mates down there. Or there's things you can download to get ACOM down there. So that's one option.
we can sort you out with the flight too.
And then flight we'll
fly
figure
under
it out.
an alias.
Yeah, done that before. Thanks, Red Bull.
Gives you wings, mate.
Yeah, it does.
It certainly does.
Freebs, mate, what's been happening?
I don't know how to follow this.
You can't follow that. How do you follow that story, man?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Mine's pretty boring, mate. I've just haven't been riding a lot, been eating and drinking too much, been having a good time, working far too much.
How good's working? I just love it.
It's holding me back
Yeah.
from my former Ks. But anyway, doing that. And then since I've been working so much, I thought I'd go out and see some of our offices, and I was driving down Logan Road the other day.
Well, there's your first mistake.
Man of the people. And anyway, I'm turning right onto one of the roads. Anyway, I'm in the right-hand lane. It's like kind of peak hour in the morning. We're all bumper to bumper trying to turn right. It's on the third light rotation. I get to the second car in front. We're all sitting there, stop waiting for us to go. And we've been there for like maybe a minute before it's, the other traffic's going the other way before we get the green light. Just sitting there minding my own business. Then all of a sudden, bang! Someone drives straight into me. He's been sitting behind me for like 5 minutes and then been behind me at the number three car from the front. We don't have a green light to turn right. Like it is a red light and this guy just drives straight into me. Anyway.
What was he doing?
Wow.
Had to be on the phone, sure.
Had to be on the phone. Anyway, so I jump out the car and I'm like, mate, what the hell are you doing? Like, this is a brand new car. Like, I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I'm like, mate, what are you doing? Like, anyway, he jumps out of his car and how do I beat PC here? Kurt, help me out here.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, old mate jumps out of a van and runs over to the incident, the site, and he goes like this. He goes, why are you back into me? Why are you back into me?
Wow.
You chucked into the reverse, mate.
I just chucked in the reverse, mate. Just fucking backed her up.
I actually didn't want to go to work. Yeah, you should have just said I didn't want to
Oh, yeah, mate. And I'm just like, mate, are you actually taking the piss here? And he's like, why are you back into me? And I said, mate, this is not going to work like this. This is not how it's going to go down. You've picked the wrong person, pal.
Not today. Not like this.
This bloke in the car
freaks.
next to me winds down his window and he goes,
Can't park there.
mate, I've heard this whole conversation. That is the biggest load of bullshit. Here's my name and number. Mate, you're in the wrong. You rode straight into him. He goes, not so bad. It's perfect. The car's perfect. Still brand new. And I'm like, what, that dent and that scratch and that hole in my bumper? And he goes, yeah, not so bad. All good. And I'm like, we're on this. This is the second time, mate. This is not how it's going to go down today. This is not the game. And anyway, he starts rubbing my car.
Oh, mate,
Mike,
just don't touch it.
Yeah, and this is what I said that in not so nice words. And
Did he understand at least? Did the English barrier get broken?
yeah, we broke it.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, we broke it. And
At least he understood.
anyway, he gave in the end and decided that what he did was wrong. And so now I'm just going through that fun part of the whole insurance
You're
job.
pretty good with insurance, though. You've had some great experiences, no doubt.
Well, just, mate, as you get older in life, you just come across more incidences. So it's just
How's
the law of averages.
blatant dishonesty? Like that is
Yeah.
really hard for me to wrap my head around because I don't like. I'm not a dishonest person.
I am.
But that just seems outrageous to me to be blatantly standing there lying to someone
Mate.
like that. I cannot wrap my head around.
It's the epitome of gaslighting, as they say.
It's disgusting.
So I get a hold of his
It's
license.
disgusting behaviour.
I take a photo of his license, and I said, mate, this is the end of that conversation. And anyway, and I'm like, it's just
Unregistered,
Yeah.
no license, valid,
driving.
hasn't passed his medical test, let me guess.
Yeah, he was fairly old,
Okay.
and also had a delivery van for rugs. So it was like this full setup, mate. It was pretty funny.
I was going to say,
In hindsight, at the time, I was rather fired up, and
mate, just a quick one though with that. I had someone bang into my car the
yeah, I remember that.
other week. Mate, I felt pretty bad because she burst into tears, and I've been trying to really just be like, you know what, I don't really care too much. Like, righto, cool, so be it, righto. And that should have been the time where I just rip and tear shreds.
100%.
But I was just like, you know what, I don't care.
It's different if you admit that you've made a mistake.
But 2-3 weeks later, it's been pissing rain.
Oh no, it's leaking.
And every time I get in the car, my seat is wet. And I've just gone, this is karma for all the times I've ripped certain things off or frauded systems. I've just got to wear it.
You do, mate. You do.
God's sake, I should have gone her details because, mate, I was dumb and didn't.
You definitely should have.
And, dude, the first thing she said to me when she got out of the car, oh, my God, I'm such a shit driver. I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I should have gone, you know what? Can you say that again while I film you, please? Thank you, and buy me a new car. Far out.
It does make you wonder if you should have cameras, though.
Yeah.
Same with bike riding.
I've been thinking a lot about getting a bike camera for the amount of stuff that happens when I'm on the road, man.
I've had some doozies recently.
It's getting wild out there.
No one gives a shit. But I think the need to record those situations, both car and bikers, it's the only way you get the honesty, mate. In the
You have to have a dash cam in Russia.
Really?
Yeah, because Russian drivers are very bad. I love watching dash cam fails in Russia, to be honest. They're great.
So that's what you do at 1 a.m. in the morning, mate.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting banged up, onto the Giro.
Oh,
banged up.
mate,
There was
how
some
bad
people-
were some of those crashes and some of those predictions by myself?
Oh, mate, we all predicted badly. I'll tell you that much. The last person I expected to win was
Yates. Yeah, I know.
But hold on. That is the Giro.
That is the Giro, and
Like,
that's
anyone
why
can win.
that's why we love it.
It is the most exciting
Yeah.
Grand Tour because it's the second class sort of GC riders.
Because Pog's not there.
Well, Pog's not there. You don't have you don't have Jonas. You don't have Remco. And then what do you call it? Land a crash. What, second day?
First day.
First day.
Yep.
Out of the day or out of the Giro. So,
Yep.
mate, there you go. You're already down to Pelicans, and then you had Remco. You had Remco. Like GC riders are back winning stages that are over the age of 30. And Remco's also back crashing and abandoning the tours. So cycling's back.
Wait,
Wout's,
Remco?
no, I'm saying Roglic. Sorry,
Oh, Roglic.
Roglic.
I was going to
Correction.
say.
Sorry, guys. Wout's back winning stages
Yep.
and drilling
And just-
himself.
Mate, just
Being-
dropping 510 watts for 10 minutes.
So
Yeah.
cycling's back. And
Being
then
the ultimate teammate.
and then
He's such
we've
a
also got UAE. They can't perform without Pog. That is back.
100%. And like that's a good debate because I saw a stat come up the other night, and it's in the last 5 years or something. Visma's won 9 Grand Tours and UAE's won 4. Visma's won it with 4 different riders and UAE's won it with one rider.
Yeah.
So who's the better team there?
So everyone talks about how strong UAE is.
And to their
They are,
credit,
they are.
they're fucking strong.
But geez, they can't capitalise on
Can't
having a
finish the
pink
job,
jersey for 20 days, basically.
Yeah.
Well, he had it for since stage 9, was it? Until stage
Did he
20?
just crack?
Nah, it was ego. Ego got the better of it.
Nah, it wasn't even ego. Everyone was talking about it was just those two. Because, mate, that was terrible tactics by UAE, but by the riders themselves, including Carapaz. But it's also not Carapaz's job to close that gap
Oh, why would you?
when, at the end of the day, he's already got a pink jersey hanging up in his pool room.
Yeah.
Old mate's pink jersey's on Yates's shoulders 5 minutes up the road. Adios, brother.
It's too late then too.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever really know what happened. I think it's one of those things that we can speculate all over the place. But
He'll
what
regret
actually,
that forever.
I think one of the biggest things would be Yates was a bit of a silent assassin all tour. He never stood out. He was always there,
Just
but
there.
he never attacked. He never laid down a massive effort,
except on the last day.
so this
except on the stage that mattered. And when he did it,
He went. Man.
he went, but I don't think Carapaz and
Had it.
Del Toro thought he would be able to stay away.
And then you got Wout there.
Well, he still had to
The
climb.
satellite
He still had to
rider.
climb fucking 50 minutes
solo.
solo to get to Wout.
But this is what you got to think. Yates, bit more age there. He's thought, I lost it. Stage 20, 2018. Was it stage 20, 2018 he lost it?
Yeah, something like that. On
Where
the same,
he-
on the
where-
same stage.
Same,
It's fucking
yeah.
unreal,
Where he
mate.
chased the sprint points, the finishing points, the extra seconds, sorry. And he went into this Giro, didn't chase after any of those and laid the hammer down, while old mate from UAE had about 54 or 56 seconds of bonus seconds.
Oh, really?
And look at that cooked him.
Well, yeah. He
Might have done, mate.
he raced a energy saving race. You
Yeah,
could say.
but he had a good sprint 5 minutes down. That was a really good sprint.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really good sprint 5 minutes down. I back that.
I just love the attack to get to the moto pacing at the top of the mountain, jump on Wout's moto.
Oh, mate.
Oh,
Did you
mate.
see the
Rode him
numbers?
just like
Did
giddy
you see
up.
the final 12 minutes he did or something?
Oh, mate. It
It was like
insane.
450 or 420 watts.
For 456 watts for
Oh,
12.
They're all
Oh, man. That just
After
gives me
20 days
sticky.
too.
After 20 days and after climbing that mountain for
and
an
then,
hour.
And then what about Yates? He did
meter.
59 minutes and 30 odd seconds or 50 seconds for that climb. And then to sit on Wout's
Yeah.
wheel, bro. Also, Wout, how good were those two sprint lead outs?
Oh, yeah.
The final stage.
Well,
with,
He got a,
Oh,
he,
mate,
at least he
that-
got a good reward at the end.
Because
Yeah.
stage 9, he buried himself
Yeah, he did.
up the Strada Bianchi final climb to get that win. And then it was stage 11 or stage 12.
Oh, I can't
He,
remember.
he old mate won, but that sprint, he did about a minute of just balls to the wall. No one's coming around me.
Yeah, 1,000 watts.
Yeah. That was cooked.
you reckon Wout does well in Grand Tours where Van der Poel is really a one-day sort of guy? That's the difference between them.
Yeah.
Well, Van der Poel has done well in
Lead outs in
in
the-
Tour de France with the lead outs for Jasper.
Correct.
Big time.
But the thing is,
But he-
Wout is more versatile with being that satellite rider.
Yeah.
But that's also because he's on a GC riding team.
Yeah.
He's not
Different role.
He's not got a sprinter where they're going to chase 5-6 stage wins.
Yeah, correct. Talking about lead outs on the last stage into Rome there. Did you see Jensen Plowright on the front just drilling it for like 4Ks?
Yeah.
And then Visma came over the top of him and showed him what's up. But
What's up?
I was like, well, one, good on Jensen. That's the
That was
first.
his team role.
That was his team role, and that's his first Grand Tour he's finished. So
Yeah.
hats off to him. He came second last.
Good on him. That's
Yeah.
not last, mate.
That's where
As long
I'd
as
be.
it lasts.
He's not the Lantern Rouge.
That's where I'd be, mate.
Yeah. But to be ripping a solid turn like that at the end of your first Grand Tour, good on him.
The
I
other
love to see it.
the other thing I wanted to say, are the Aussies actually back?
Harper up.
Harper, Plappy, Groves.
Three stage wins in 21 stages.
Yep. And we had Storer in the top 10.
Store finished top 10.
Yep.
And realistically, we do all right for what's our population? 26, 28 mil?
Yeah, 24 mil, something.
Oh,
like
24 mil? There you go. Bit off with the mils there, but
You're right.
we do all right given that we have Green Edge that
that. Mate, to their credit, Jayco raced a good race this year, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
you reckon?
Yep.
They got two
Well, all the
stage
eggs-
victories.
And they were 2-stage victories they actually targeted at the start of the tour.
They are a big team though, in all grand schemes of things. Like they're a big team.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of funding compared to some of those other teams. Do
like
you
Intermarché and all that.
think they should be getting better results than just second or just 2 stage wins. Like I understand Plappy binned it and he's out, like got sick, whatever.
Yeah, Plappy was sick. Harper.
They haven't got a GC rider.
Well, Harper was a GC guy, but he was crook in the first week.
Yeah.
And then they just had to reassess. And
I understand things don't always go your way. That's a Grand Tour for sure.
yeah.
But
Look at Quickstep. They didn't even win a stage, Quickstep.
But, mate,
Has Lefebvre retired yet?
No, he's still cracking.
end of the year maybe,
Yeah, right.
when Remco leaves.
He timed that well, didn't he?
Remco's taken Specialized over with him and Pinarello's going to Q3 6.5.
You heard it here first.
And
I'm telling you that, right.
But mate, it was good to see the S5 get another run, get another Grand Tour victory with Yatesy. That was lovely to see.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, and then our boy Jimbob's done a bit of modifications on his S5.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking on the full 12 inches. So,
Dude, do you reckon Yates's going to cop a 12-incher?
mate, I reckon I had a bit of a look, and I don't think any of them have got custom bars on those fellows. I think they've got the full stock setup.
Yeah. Give us a down low on this, mate.
Okay,
what
so
have you done?
the 12 inches refers to the width of the bars that I've put on my bike recently.
Less.
Mate.
12 inches less.
12 inches.
That's a foot.
It's 32 centimeters.
You're packing one of them.
Yeah, I know.
Just strap it down, mate.
It's giving me a sore back.
Jimbop enjoyed that for everyone at home. He really enjoyed that.
I did. I have got a sore back, man. I've been lying on the foam roller and doing all sorts, trying to stretch my back out. So, okay, let's take it back a step. So I've gone and bought a set of specialist bars from Wheel Lab, who are a company out of South Korea. Mm-hmm. These bars have a flared drops and come in on the angle so that your levers angle in, and they are fairly far extended forward, so they really extend the reach out a bit. So the reason for doing this was I looked at all my goal races this year, and I've got a couple of duathlons in there, which is like not technical. That's like how fast can you go in a straight line. All our crits, Muzz, Nunda, it's basically how fast can you go in a straight line. There's nothing technical there. Even if, what have we got, one road race left in?
Charles Coyne.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty well another how fast can you go in a straight line. There's not much technical stuff, so I went for these bars that are quite narrow and quite long and sort of stretch your ride out. They're 38 centimetres at the drops, 37 centimetres at the top, and then 32 where the hoods mount onto the bars.
That is tight, mate. And you're a big unit too. You haven't got small shoulders.
That is narrow, bro.
Yeah, so the width okay. Where we go from here is I actually like the position that it puts you in. It's given me an extra, let's say 4 centimeters of reach, which I really like how it stretched me out.
You are a tall fella.
I do love getting stretched, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. That is atrocious.
Anyway, yeah.
Good on your pops.
Yeah, in a straight line, man. I've had a few rides on them now, and they are, the position is super aggressive, feels super fast. It's almost like riding a TT bike is the way that it feels.
How does it go climbing?
Disgusting.
Because what I was going to say is when I narrowed my hoods in, I really liked the position it put me into climbing.
Yeah, right.
I felt better because I was more over the.
That's because you've got like a size 50 man on there.
No, I had 38.
Yeah, so the 32s with the narrow.
I understand. I understand you're 32 and you're taking the piss. I understand that.
They look pretty extreme, don't they?
They do look extreme.
It is super extreme to the point where you've got basically folding TT extensions.
Yeah, that's
the point. I understand that.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Mate,
I like that.
Taco Van Dorn would be frothing.
Well, when I bought them, I had him in mind. I was like, how can I go fast in a straight line?
Hold on, Shawnee.
So the other thing that is really interesting with it, so because
So it's
I've got-
25 centimeters between hood to hood. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
Outside
that's
to outside or inside to inside? Centre to centre. Oh, jeez. We've got a tradie there for sure. We just need a laser. I can bring a laser from work if we need.
So in a straight line, like a TT bike, it feels super
Yeah,
fast.
glide.
The handling, like if you had to do like a Noosa crit, it wouldn't be good.
No, honestly, because Noosa Crit, you're not on the hoods. You're in the drops.
If you were to do any technical riding with the flares
if you're on
there.
the hoods, man. Like, but how technical? How often on a technical course, technical race, are you on the hoods? You're not. I feel like I was always in the aggressive position of being in the drops because you're always punching it out of corners and stuff.
There's another component to it that makes the handling quite difficult is that the bars are almost entirely in front of the front axle.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
it's a really weird sensation being that far in front of it. The steering almost feels like it's behind you.
Is that because of the stem of the S5 or is that
So I've
more
got-
the handlebars?
I've got a 130 stem on there, which is the largest that you can get factory.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
And then the bars are 4 centimeters longer than the stock Cervelo bars.
How?
Fuck,
Oh
right.
man, honestly, I'm just thinking right now that steerer tube. Like, how does that hold up?
With some bolts.
Yeah.
Well, I understand, but like maybe the extra 4 centimeters over it. Like, was it designed well for that? Obviously, you're an
Yeah.
engineer. You would know more than me.
The bars actually have a bit of flex in them, like more than the stock Cervelo bars, and they're the same weight.
Does that feel
Comes from the same place that the Aussie track team got theirs from.
the one they crashed or?
That's a joke.
Don't wig me out, bro. Not now. Not like this.
Yeah, sorry, mate. It's too early.
Yeah. But I think for the purpose I've got them for, I think they'll work well. Sprinting is interesting because it's pulled you so far forward. You feel right over the bottom bracket
yeah.
rather than on top of it.
Did you lift the back wheel up?
Yes, I did in one
Shit.
sprint. Yeah.
So you're nose wheeling. That's hectic.
yeah.
That's an endo.
So you're doing Tony Hawks on,
It-
on Muzz.
But to be fair, it did feel good. It did feel good, like for generating power.
That's the next thing. Have you had to adjust? Obviously, your position's moved. Have you had to adjust crank length? Have you had to adjust seat height? Or the seat angles are also the next thing because
Open it up a bit.
you're going to have to open those hip flexors or you're going to be struggling like me.
Kurt, you have actually read my mind. So the next thing I'm thinking of doing
Just
is
tip the nose down.
I've got a Physique Aeron saddle in there, which is almost twice as long as that thing.
Yeah, right.
And it might give me a little bit of extra room to
Bit of
move
leverage.
backwards and forwards, do a little bit of adjustment. You know, really.
I know a really good guy.
ride that.
Yeah, I know a really good
Good
guy
technique,
for TT and bike positions. His name's Croc.
Crock of.
Loves to tilt or slam, whatever you want. You can look like a turtle with a brick on yourself. I'm sure he can give you some red hot tips.
What I was thinking is one thing you could do is add a little bit of stack.
Oh yeah,
Bring it
Yeah.
up. Bring it up a
that's
touch.
not a bad shout, man.
Bring it up.
Yeah,
But that stack though.
Well, the beauty about a Cervelo S5 is you can just add stack to it.
So
Yeah,
much
I
you can-
understand. I understand that, but it's just not going to look flush.
It won't
Yeah,
look
that,
as good,
That
but
non-look of flush is an issue.
Yatesy runs stack.
Yeah, but
Doesn't-
Yatesy does it
So stack's
for his
fast.
job,
Stack's
mate.
fast, mate.
Mate, you can win a Grand Tour on it.
Yeah, Yatesy does it for his job. You're doing it for the aesthetic. You're doing it for the cafe rides. You're doing it for your GBCs. You're doing it for your psychos. You're doing it for the Muzz.
Jeez, what's happened to GBC?
Oh, mate, they
And
need me
psychos.
back. They need me back.
You need to
It's
get.
a protest, mate.
So anyway, boys, watch this space. If people see me out riding around looking,
Mate,
like
they
a-
won't see you because you're like so narrow.
Have the numbers increased though? Realistically,
No, I think the numbers will go backwards a bit before they go forwards. My
But the
back's pretty
speed will
sore
go
after I
up.
rode around a bit this morning.
speed will go up. Yeah, it's because you're stretching yourself out. You're in
Yeah.
an awkward position. You're not used to it. You're probably activating new muscles or activating new lower fibers or whatever they call themselves. I don't know. I'm not.
Kurt, you could be a bike fitter, mate.
I'm
Oh,
thinking
not
he's more
really.
of a physio.
Nah, mate.
Mate, it's all a bluff.
It's
He's
all
just
dribble.
He's just talking
Complete
out his
shit.
ass.
It's all dribble, mate.
Anyway, so if anyone's out there and sees me riding around with a sore back,
How do you reckon that width would get on the go track, mate?
Oof.
ooh,
Would you need that extra bit of stability?
I don't reckon I'd get up it.
Oh,
Well, you might soon.
Bit of juice here.
So Schultze had me worried.
Dropped a bit of news this morning, didn't he, Curto?
He did. And I was quick to screenshot, send it into a group chat going,
What the fuck?
go track getting sealed. What is going on
Only
here?
213 metres.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'd say.
read before you post, obviously. That's
He tricked you.
He did trick me, but that's all right.
But yeah, so not to worry, everyone. The goat track lives on.
Is that just at the bottom, though, that 213
Well,
metres
I
of
think
absolute
bit of top, bit of
pothole
bottom.
dog?
Yeah, so I reckon it'll be an extension to that.
Ooh.
Maybe an extra 213 on that. So a little bit more traction there for maybe a new com to be set.
Who's got the com there?
I'd got no idea, actually.
You can look it up, man.
To be fair, mate, I wouldn't be totally upset if they just went and sealed the goat track.
Oh,
See,
mate.
Hoons would love it. Like,
Hoons
could you imagine? That would be JDM all over it,
Oh,
mate.
mate. And that's why they haven't done it, I think.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because, mate, you look at Glorious. Everyone hoons through Glorious.
Yeah, but like, you ride around up there, everyone's hooning everywhere anyway.
Yeah, apart from the goat track.
True.
And I feel
Yeah.
like just the go track, like, I wouldn't
Surely they
really
into that.
care.
You get a bit of DK going on, bit of Drift King.
Yeah, but then they've
Nah,
got to
Donkey
clean
Kong,
their car.
Drift King.
It's one way only, so
Yeah.
you got the whole road.
I reckon the residents would hate it too, to be honest. Not
Because
the
it
fact,
goes through the valley.
not the fact that there'd be
Noise.
hoons there, but there'd be more just general traffic, and you see all the locals there walking their dogs in the morning and all that sort of stuff.
Listen to
Always
you.
wave and say hi.
Oh yeah,
They're usually pretty nice back.
yeah, they're real nice because when make zero noise.
Should have heard my chain go this morning.
Oh yeah,
I just waxed it. That thing was just making so much noise.
Oh,
They
no.
wouldn't have said hey to me then.
So who's got the com, mate?
I haven't looked at it.
You're useless, aren't you? I can look for us.
Thanks, mate.
Talking of comms, we'll just backtrack a little bit to the Giro. And there was a little segment they added this year, which was the Red Bull kilometre. What did we make of this?
Fake news.
Mate,
I didn't know what to think of that.
I tell you what, the beauty about it was it added bonus seconds. So I think there was a few times where the peloton went over the...
Sweeney's
Cool.
got the go track com.
Oh, Sweeney's got it by how much?
15 seconds, 8:23. Luke Burns is second with 8:38.
Some big
gonna be
names.
hard to
up
Bro,
there.
Max Hobson, fourth.
He's a
8:51.
Mate,
And he
he's
did that 1st of March this year. Jesus.
What was
He's a CX rider.
Yeah, CX.
Schultze,
Australian champ.
right on 9 minutes. He did that in May 2020. Big Willie G, 8:57. Soul Love, 8:54.
Same
Tied
day?
with, 19th of September, the year later.
Oh, yeah.
And Ben Carmen, 8:54 as well.
All big
Big names.
All-
RG, I don't know who RG is, but Volk Daddy, Big Racky Chan. Mate, he could punch out some climbs, and ride. 8:52. Volk Daddy is the Strava name. Jeez.
Anyway, but yeah,
Care
the
factor.
the Red Bull kilometre, it was offering bonus seconds as well as a fair bit of cash for each.
So it was a cash as well.
There's cash as well. So for each winner on each stage won 2.5k euro.
That's not bad when you think of,
My wish style.
Well,
you think about it, their diet is just pasta and olive oil basically for 21 days. You've basically fed the team.
Fed the team. But like the winner of a Giro stage, I think wins just a smidge over $5,000. So if you win the Red
Surely
Bull
it's more
sprint,
than that.
no, it's not much.
So
You
they
don't
get
get
way more.
You don't get a lot of cash, man.
Yeah.
It's cycling.
But then Red Bull also offered up for the rider with the most Red Bull placings, Red Bull kilometre placings, they won 15,000 euro.
Jeez.
Second got 10, third 5,000.
Do you reckon the combative rider, Wout, who won it?
Well, he didn't win it.
No, combative rider of the Giro.
The most
He didn't win it.
The most competitive rider of the Giro.
Yeah.
He did win it.
No, he didn't.
Who won it then?
The bloody Astana rider.
Nope.
Well, how
Wout
No,
won it, brother.
No, he won this award called...
Because I was
It's better known as the Trofeo Bonacossa, and it's the greatest achievement award.
For the biggest SK.
Yeah, but
like a
the
big trophy.
the guy that won the most combative,
fuck.
The
You're
dude who
right.
won
The
the-
Astana rider won it. What?
Fortunato.
Fortunato.
Mate,
Yeah.
I was
Actually, he deserved it.
I was under the impression Wout won it, and I was going to say, is that because Red Bull's pumping some money and that's a Red Bull rider?
Oh,
Yeah,
he's-
nah.
But oh well. How cool is that S-Works collab with Red Bull? Was obviously born with Red Bull.
And the F1.
And they used an old F1.
Yeah.
That
Doing
was,
some doughies.
that was classy.
Yep.
That was some nicely driven though.
Yeah.
Well, that looked like a bloody 2010,
Yeah,
2012
Looked
F1.
like an RB12 maybe.
How small was the wing
Yeah,
on
the
the
wing.
back?
Yeah.
Do you reckon those F1s run tubeless sealing in there?
Well, they're
In case they get
Pirellis, mate.
flats?
Nah.
They're Pirelli tires.
McLaren are running tyre water.
Who's running Silka?
I saw at Unbound on the weekend, Keegan Swanson. He did a little bit of tubeless done differently, just like you did, Freebs. But he's done it quite differently. He's taken a drill to a set of reserve wheels.
Jesus.
Drill.
Yep. And drilled a hole on the exact opposite side to where his valve stem usually goes to fit another valve stem in there. So he's running 2 valves, one tubeless setup. So it's a standard tubeless setup. And then his second backup valve, a deflated inner tube. So if he comes a cropper with something that won't seal,
CO2 canister.
CO2 canister on the bloody
Dude, that is so smart.
deflated tube.
Holy smokes. That is
Don't worry
proper
about the
smart.
structural integrity of that rim.
I
Who
know,
gives
right.
a frog?
Yeah.
That is actually so smart.
Isn't it?
Well,
But like there's a few questions there. Like one beauty about tubeless, as you know, is you can just quickly plug it and hopefully it holds. If you go to throw a plug in it,
Well, hopefully
Are
you
you-
don't have to plug it at all. Hopefully the sealant seals it.
yeah,
Second step is plug it.
yep,
Third step is put a tube in.
CO2 it now.
yeah.
But are we going to see a change with the classics now? Are they going to be
going
bringing
back to
this in?
tubes.
Well, no, they're going to be running that double whammy. Who gives a frog about your whip?
Yeah, but they're not
Ah,
going to.
no.
They're not going to whip out a bloody.
They're not going to be. Oh, let me get my CO2
CO2
canister.
canister.
Oh, mate, you might.
They got Shimano neutral spares, bruv.
Yeah,
Worst
but you
case.
don't want some bloody Tony Montana Hubbard take 35 seconds to get his bloody axle screw undone, mate. Where's the rim brake? Just bring back rim brake.
Nah, rim brake shit.
Nah, bring
Have
back.
you seen those inner bits of foam that
Yes.
come from mountain biking that they've sort of adapted to road?
Tory
Yeah.
have got those.
Yeah,
green
correct.
green job.
the Toro?
Yep.
Aren't they shit wheels?
How'd you go on your tubeless setup, Freebs?
Mate, so far so good.
Yep.
No issues. Haven't had a punch yet. I haven't seen it spray out or anything like that. And it's holding its air. So
Brilliant.
I'm happy.
That would have been better a few weeks ago, wouldn't it?
Uh,
For that person up the road in front of you that sprayed you.
Yeah, that would have been good. Would have contained it.
I posed the question to Benny from Caden and about the TPU because you know how I was a bit curious about it.
And
he goes, shouldn't be an issue.
okay,
So,
TPU as well.
yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. So if anyone wants to do it, throw a TPU in there. And I don't think you even need to wash a TPU out. 'Cause
Nah,
it doesn't
no,
have
nothing
the
in it.
powder in it.
That'll be quicker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way quicker. We washed those.
And it'd be easy to get the bastard on too.
Oh, mate. Didn't we look like a bunch of wallies?
You said it.
Oh, well, we've got some racing on this weekend.
We do, mate. Ippy crit on Friday night. And then, of course, we cram
Take your selection, mate.
a million
Entree,
races
main,
into
dessert.
Saturday. Like, honestly, we got Muzz, Lakeside and UQ all racing on Saturday. And then we got Life Cycle Crit on Sunday. Last weekend,
No racing.
there was no racing. Weekend before, no
racing.
damn racing. Now all of a sudden we got 4 crits to choose from.
Oh, I don't know.
5 crits.
Maybe a universal calendar might help everyone out.
Yeah, but who's going to say, mate, you can have that weekend and I'll have that weekend? Or do you just play?
I have no idea, mate. I'm looking at this and I think we've probably done it a little bit wrong.
Doesn't make sense.
No.
It's frustrating. That's what it is. There's
I don't have a lot of words.
like we're
I actually don't have a lot of words for it.
I guess we're very lucky that there's this much
Races are
racing on.
Correct.
So we can't complain about that. But
Correct.
we just need some more organisation with it. Like clubs talk to each other, please.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, I dare say UQ crit, and I'll be honest,
There'll be no
here,
one there.
There'll be no one there because I'm not going to go.
You're everyone.
You're everyone.
I'm everyone, but like everyone's probably got the same opinion as me.
Oh,
Like,
Saturday afternoon.
Well, I don't mind an afternoon crit, But when you got the choice of Muzz and Lakeside on the same day,
Yeah, it's hard.
It's
a
hard.
hard sell.
Exactly.
Saturday afternoon as well, though. That's family time.
It's family
Or pub.
time. It's family time. One thing I haven't put to you guys yet, though, is I wouldn't mind hosting our own crit one day and it being similar to the Solaire Super Crit.
That's fine with me, but I'm taking no responsibility for anyone binning it. That's on them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez, mate. No
Kurt,
shit.
you've never taken responsibility for anything to do with the podcast, let alone.
I was thinking of something to think about responsibility about organising anything, and I was like, mate, we've already marked that one down.
been factored in, mate.
So
That as well.
I reckon we should potentially look at planning something like that. Maybe for the first weekend of spring.
Maybe it'll open our eyes to how much is involved in organising a race.
Absolutely.
And how difficult it is.
Maybe we just find a weekend where there's no racing on.
That's we'll look at the calendar and book it in.
Yeah, let's submit some money to the Brisbane City Council. So are you wrapping up?
Yeah, I reckon we should wrap it up. I didn't get enough time I was too busy at the pub Sunday Arvo to do the Strava segment.
How
so,
good was the pub? That was just so good.
Yeah, it was a good sesh. It was a good sesh.
It's got to be done.
We nearly won trivia.
Sensational.
We were only
It-
28 points
it was
behind first place.
sensational.
And then we
How many
met
rounds?
these guys that told us we should go to Hong Kong 7. So
Yeah, so
Yeah, that'd be fun.
might have to
love
lock
Hong
it in
Kong.
with these boys.
I love Hong Kong.
yeah, we're going to Hong Kong.
I got engaged in
sevens,
Hong
baby.
Kong.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Hey, how
Did the
much?
business.
Well, that's about all we have time for this week, guys. Till next time, keep pumping the backside.
Two vodkas.
Jesus, mate, you and your 12 inches.
Hooroo.
Take
Yes?
him on the backside.
500 watts, please.